Hey, hi, hello, welcome to today's video. If you're new here, hi. If you're not new here, welcome back. It's December right now. It's the end of the month, and we'll be talking about my November books. It's gonna be a long one, so grab a drink, grab a snack. And we're gonna talk about the 18 books that I read this month. I did read 2 books that I do not own, but I will be getting hopefully soon. So the first one is Made by Ali Hazelwood. It was fine, and I rated like 3 stars. I was missing a lot of things. I was missing like tension between our characters and all of that stuff. So that's why I rated like 3 stars. Wasn't the vibe. Okay, it wasn't the vibe. But I will be picking up more Ali Hazelwood books. They're coming out, and I'm really excited to get even more in the upcoming weeks if I'm going away to Dublin in next month, so we'll see if I can get any good books there. Then I read Detained by Luna Morse. I read it as an ARC because her physical book was coming out last week, and I rated it 4 stars. It's a dark mafia romance, and I really needed like something dark, something spicy, and that was exactly what I needed at the time. So I really liked it. Like, I was flying. The first half I read like in a day, and then the other half I read in 2 days because I had a busy day. But yeah, that was very fun. But let's get into the physical books before I yap way too much. As always, there's no particular order that I read in or read them in. They're just on stacks right next to me, so that's why. So I'm gonna start off with Bear Tongue by Fredrik Backman. I rated this book 4 stars. This was our book club book of the month. And I really liked it. Like, I really liked the mystery aspect of it, and then we went back and forth with the timeline and our POVs. Like, you start the book with where it sort of ends. Like, you get this first scene, and you're like, what? Like, you're just like, what's going to happen? So, really excited. I really liked it. I really annotated like a lot of it. And I will be picking up the other 2 books in the beginning of next year when I'm going to Dublin. They're going to be on my list to get if I can find them. I think it's The Winners and Us Against You. I think that's the other 2 books names. But really liked it. Highly recommend this one if you're just looking for a mystery book. Do please check the trigger ones, because there were triggers I didn't even know of. But yeah, really liked it. Then I have Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I rated this 3.5 stars. I really liked it. I like this one more than Made, but I really liked this one. I think this was a really good take at writing paranormal romances, or like were stuff and vampires. I really liked it. It really ignited again that I really like fantasy as well. Obviously, these are my fantasy shelf. But that I really liked that. And I needed something like that. Just a little bit more low fantasy rather than high fantasies. Because I don't have the brain power at the moment to read high fantasies. But this was really what I wanted to read at the time. So 3.5 stars. Really liked it. I read Cross the Line by Simone Soltani. 3 stars, I think. I gave it. It was fun. I really wanted a Formula 1 romance. And this delivered that. Do I know a lot of stuff about Formula 1? No. Do I like to read it about it? Yes, I do. So, in this book you follow like her. She is like his marketing promo manager for him. And he doesn't have the best relationship. The friends to lovers. Childhood friends to lovers, all of that stuff. Really liked it, really enjoyed it. Would recommend if you're looking for a fun Formula 1 romance. It's nothing too special, nothing to really talk big about. If I ever find the second part in this book, I think I will pick it up because I think it's about her brother. But we'll see if I ever pick it up. Then I have a series that I have seen read by Bailey Hannah. This was fun. I really liked Red. I didn't really like Cassidy. I didn't really like her She was just mean and everything. 3 stars, I think. I rated this 3 stars. Something like 3.5, somewhere in that realm. Red was such a cute person to read about. And then you have Cassidy, who was just, even right before they even met and everything went down, it is, what's it called? It's surprise pregnancy. I don't know if it like really tells on the back, but it's a surprise pregnancy trope. And she was just mean for like the whole pregnancy to him while he was just trying to help. I don't know, it didn't rub me the wrong, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Then we have Change of Heart. I don't even want to talk about this. This is a 2 star. This is a 2 star read. For the length of this book, I really struggled with it to read it. I read these books and mood reading for a week. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna even hold on to these books. I would think I would just sell them. But no, wouldn't recommend. I don't even want to talk that much about it because I don't really want to. Then I have A Free Noel by Paisley Hope. I like this. This was a fun book. But what I tend to think with books by Paisley Hope is she kind of writes in a way that doesn't tend to grab me that much. So when I read, it's like, okay, can we please continue? Can we please go on with the story? Like, please. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like there's a lot of nothingness going on. But I do still really like it. I think there was like a 3.5. Our female main character, she's a country star, and he lives in like the country. He owns the barn and everything, and that's really fun to read about. And so stuff happens with her at like a show of hers that sets her back really bad, with like mental health and anxiety and everything. She struggles a lot with anxiety. I think that was done really good. I could really recognize myself in the story, but I think I just missed a bit more in the story than what it gave. If I say that like correctly. I will pick up the last book, of the 5th book. I don't know if it's the last book, but I will pick it up. And I do know Dove is coming out also next month. So I'll also pick that one up if I can. Then I have the Apple Pie Ice Cream Parlor. This is like a novella we got with the English Book Week here in the Netherlands. It was fun. It was a fun novella. I read it on like an evening. 3.5 stars. It was just fun. I read it for the funsies and I really liked it. It's like 80 pages. 80 pages and it's fine. I know what more to tell about it. I really liked it. I'm just throwing my books away, by the way. If you get triggered by that, I'm sorry. Then I read The Gingerbread Bakery, because I read the Apple Pie Ice Cream Parlor. And then I read The Gingerbread Bakery, like 3 stars, 3.5. I don't know, it just, also with Paisley Hope, I think Laurie Gilmore is a very basic author. They just write a romance, which is fine. But sometimes I miss a lot of connection between the characters. And I'm like, we're going back and forth with what happened a few years back. And, you know, he left, and then he came back, and then he left, and then he came back. They didn't leave things like very well within each other. So they're also going through that whilst he's back in Dream Harbor. But, I missed that connection again that they had, or supposedly had, when they were younger. I was missing that. It was like, I'm not rooting for you guys to get back together. And I missed that part. Like, if it's a second chance, give them a good yearning. I didn't get that. I really didn't get that. Then I read Oathbound. Oathbound by Tracy Deonn. It was fine. I'm gonna be honest. I waited 2 years or 3 years for this book to come out. And then I got it back in July when it came out. Read it in November. Just because I was in the mood for like a fake fantasy. Couldn't honestly tell you what was going on in this book. I don't care. I don't care about it. I think it was like 3-4 stars around-ish. I couldn't give a shit about the entire book. Okay, so this just is a continuation of where Blood Marks ended. I don't even know if like 4th book will be coming out because I can't find anything about it. I do know this is the first one, and I thought it was gonna end with this book. Like I thought it was gonna be a trilogy, but this ended on a cliffhanger. And I don't know if I will pick it up. I don't think YA fantasies are it for me again or anymore. So I don't know if I will be continuing, but I would really recommend Legendborn and Bloodmarked. I think they were very fun, and then this book didn't deliver. You know, I waited so long. I honestly also forgot what happened in the other 2 books. I think there's a fine line between waiting a long time for a new book to come out and releasing books too often, too close to each other. I think there's a fine line between there, and she just missed it a little bit. If I say that in every polite way possible for me to say it. So yeah. I started off November with A Dream of Ramona Riley. I really liked this. This is a 4 stars book. I really liked it. It was so fun, so quick. Was a little bit of miscommunication because they didn't trust each other that much. But oh my god, I would highly recommend. If you're looking for sapphic romance, this is it for you. I will hand it over to you. Here, take it. Take it. You need to read it. I really liked it. I read this like in a day. Because I was just so invested in them. There is so much drama going on. She is a movie star. Or they're both actors. No, they're not both actors. That's a lie. Ramona. She is a art student who wants to make clothes and design clothes for actors. And the other female main character is actor in this movie that they're going to shoot in this town where Ramona lives. And, you know, she's like, oh my god, this is like the biggest opportunity I could get. So, you know, I'm going to take it. And then she just gets this opportunity to work with her stylist and everything. And, you know, Dylan, she's like, people have taken so much from me because I'm famous. I didn't want that happening. And they talked about it. And Ramona was like, oh, I'm not going to tell you about this. You know, so that's a little bit of the miscommunication. Without saying too much. But I really liked it. Highly would recommend. If you're looking for something like this. I really like sapphic romances and queer romances. I don't know. From time to time I really like to read them. Then I have Breathe With Me by Becca Mack. We're gonna start now with my sport romances. Like hockey. So we're gonna yap a lot. Breathe With Me by Becca Mack. This is the last and final book in the Playing for Keeps series. If I say I cried, I'm not lying. I cried so much with this book. I cried, I laughed. I went through all the emotions with these characters. Like, they felt so real to me. 5 stars. 6 stars. 7 stars. 8, if I could. In this book you follow our last couple, Kara and Emmett. You meet them like in the back of the series. They're together in the first book. Keep that in mind. They're already together with Consider Me. But you go back and forth with this book to where Consider Me is happening, playing with me, unravel me, fall with me, and then you breathe with me. So it's a little bit of entwined with like the other scenes in the book. So I would recommend read this last, because you will get spoilers otherwise. But they struggle a lot with infertility. I think I said it correctly. Like, she has a really big problem that she cannot get pregnant the natural way. So they really tried, and you go through that process in this book where they try to get pregnant and it couldn't work, and they're just so hard at trying, and you know, you see the strain on the relationship, and you know, I really felt everything they were feeling, and I think that's amazing. I think I need more of this book, more of this series, more of these characters. I would highly recommend this series. I know people, they're like a lot of mixed reactions too, because Consider Me is a little bit of a yes or no for people, and I think you just need to read Consider Me, get through it, replay with me, and then it's so good. It gets so good. Unravel Me, I cried. Play with Me, I when he fell with me, I cried. Breathe with me, I cried. They get so emotional, like their found family, everything. So, like with Roman Riley, take it and read it. Yes? Great. Then I did a reread of The Legacy by Elle Kennedy. What I wanted to do was to annotate this book like really badly, and I tried on page 1. And then I gave up. Because there wasn't that much to to annotate. I think I might reread the entire series. And another point, like start with the deal and then go on. But I just wanted something fun again, and and something that I know I would love. This is still 4 stars for me. So nothing has changed. I really liked it, but I just needed to be back with these characters. Okay, so yeah, and then I have my last series I read. And to say that I binge read all of these books, I did. There was no stopping me. And I normally the last book was coming out this week as I'm filming it. It was coming out today, but it got pushed back to next week. So I'm very excited to read it. It's about a coach. But I have the entire DC Star series here. Really happy I picked them up when I was in Edinburgh. Because I was really like, I don't know if I should, should I not? And then my boyfriend was like, you need to. You really wanted those, grab those, take them home with you. So I did. And I'm very happy I did. So I think there's going to be 3 more books in the series. Like Sinbin is coming out next week. And I think there's 2 other characters are getting a book. So really excited. And then, I will read them. But starting off with Face Off. This is a 5 stars. This set up the series so high. 5 stars. She is the first woman to play in the NHL. I think that's the hockey term for like the league they play in, like the big league, the hardest one, the biggest one. And he is a reformed fuckboy. Really liked it. I really liked it. If I could reread this for the first time, I would. Like, the characters already are so much fun. And, I don't know, I just really liked it. I really liked the vibe. I read, like, most of these books in, like, a day and a half. So, I was very sucked into it. So, that's the first one. Oh, by the way, the books are by Chelsea Curto. I didn't mention that, but it's a DC Star series by Chelsea Curto. Then you have the second book, Power Play. And she is a reporter of the team, and he is obviously a hockey player. And it's just so much fun. She struggles a lot with, sexual activities. And he's like, I can help with that. I can help you. So there's a little bit of that as well. And I really like that trope, that he is helping her with finding what she's comfortable with during that time. So yeah, I really liked it as well. Then we have Slapshot. I think this might be my favorite out of all of them, even though it's not my highest rated book. I think this was a 4.5 by the way. But she's a single mom and he is a hockey player, and she's also like a chef, which a very known chef, and she's his private chef. She makes his dinner, his breakfast, everything, and they live together. So it's also forced proximity. Sign me up for this book. But yeah, really liked it. And if I could, I would reread this in series entirely again. If I could, I really want to. 4 stars, 4.5 stars. I think the only book I rated 5 stars in the series was Face Off, and the other ones were like 4.5. So very highly rated. And then we have Hattrick, the last book so far. This is part 4, and he's a hockey player. She is the physical trainer. She's like helping them after having injuries and everything, and massages them, and she's just there for them. And he gets into a car crash, which happens to be why he loses a leg. And she's just helping him get back into it, because he's like in a very depressive state of mind because of, you know, whatever happened. And she's like, we're gonna get you through this. We're gonna get you through this. You're gonna be fine. And I think that was so good. Like, Chelsea wrote these books in a way that you feel everything. Just like Breathe With Me, you feel everything they feel. And I think that's something not a lot of authors can do for me. But they really did it. So that's the last book I read in November. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments what your favorite book was of November. Let me know. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. Okay? Goodbye!